From an 8-part movie franchise to multiple spin-offs, a stage play, and a video game, the wizarding world of Harry Potter has come a long way, and apparently, there's still a lot more to come.
Yes, Miss Granger?
When I said I wasn't hungry, we were heading back to the common room when we found Mrs. Norris.
According to Warner Bros., the expansion of the franchise is only just getting started. Based on the widely beloved and universally popular novel series by J.K. Rowling, the Harry Potter franchise first hit screens in 2001. After 7 sequels, a play, and most recently a video game, it's unclear how much farther the wizarding world will continue. During a panel at Morgan Stanley's investor conference, Warner Bros. Discovery CFO Gunnar Wiedenfels shared some exciting news. He teased that the franchise is going to continue to be a crucial part of the company. The CFO's comments followed the recent success of the Hogwarts Legacy video game, with Wiedenfels stating that the company has even more plans in store.
The talent, rumor has it, he passed on to you. You're more like them than you know, Harry.
He referenced the fact that even 12 years after the last film came out, the franchise is still super relevant, as you can probably tell by the popularity of the latest video game. He also talked about an upcoming Harry Potter tour in Tokyo, which will take place sometime in the middle of 2023. And it's gearing up to be an insane project that'll satisfy even the biggest fans. The 30,000 square meter exhibition is all set to include replica sets from the main films and creatures from the Fantastic Beasts series.
Now, what are you going to do about your dragon?
Oh, well, I just thought I'd...
The upcoming facility is essentially modeled on the Warner Bros. Studio tour in London and looks just as exciting. You've got key sets for places like Diagon Alley, Platform 9 3/4, the Forbidden Forest, and the Great Hall.
It seems, despite your exhaustive defensive strategies, you still have a bit of a security problem, Headmaster.
Speaking of the Great Hall, there's going to be a bunch of wizarding treats to enjoy in each section. You'll have the chocolate frogs, butterbeer, as well as some classic British dishes, because they've got to cater to the muggles as well, of course. And like I said, the newer generation who entered the wizarding world with the Fantastic Beasts franchise is going to enjoy it too. The attraction will feature beasts from the films, with the entrance itself including an area with life-size models of the creatures from the franchise. In addition to all that, 2 Tokyo train stations are going to get a magical makeover. That includes Toshimayan Station, which is going to be renovated to look like the Hogsmeade train station from the books. The second station set to undergo renovations is Ikebukuro Station. This one will feature modifications for just 2 platforms used for trains servicing Toshimayan. It's essentially going to be inspired by King's Cross in London. According to Wiedenfels, this tour is just one of the things for Harry Potter fans to look forward to. So what else could there possibly be?
And who owns that wand?
We do not speak his name. The wand chooses the wizard, Mr. Potter. It's not always clear why.
You're probably asking yourself, how much more can they really milk this? And are they just not going to stop until they run it to the ground? Fair questions. After the disappointing box office performance of Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore last year, the future of the franchise was called into question. Later that same year, though, Warner Bros. Discovery CEO David Zaslav made it known that his company wasn't discouraged. He shared that he was actually hoping to continue working with Rowling on future projects in the universe. Later, HBO Max executive Sarah Aubrey confirmed these statements, expressing an interest in bringing the world of Harry Potter to the streaming platform. At the same time, reports came out that Zaslav was potentially interested in adapting the Harry Potter and the Cursed Child play into a film. As for whether that'll mean a return of the original cast, Emma Watson and Rupert Grint have expressed their interest in reprising their roles. Daniel Radcliffe, on the other hand, he doesn't seem as keen on it. And you can't have Harry Potter without the OG Harry Potter himself, can you? Actually, Actually, maybe you can. They managed to make a whole spin-off and video game without him, didn't they? I personally don't think they'd let Radcliffe's absence stand in the way of an opportunity like this. So yeah, the future of the movie landscape for the franchise is a little uncertain at the moment, but there are other possibilities in store. The most likely one is that they'll adapt more stuff for television. Considering the recent success of the video game that just came out, it's very likely that more Harry Potter video games are in store for us. Another rumor indicated that a Harry Potter Part 9 might even be in the works. Yet another rumor suggests that the franchise is going to be expanding onto the small screen. Warner Bros. TV CEO Channing Dungey confirmed that there's a tremendous amount of ambition for a Harry Potter series. At the same time, he also revealed that Warner Bros. Is nearing a deal with Amazon for animated DC content. Following the success of the Harry Potter reunion and the competition show Harry Potter, Hogwarts Tournament of Houses, Dungey seems even more confident. He shared that this encouraged the company to become involved in a bunch of different conversations having to do with possible expansions. Dungey isn't the only one who's teased information like this. HBO Max's head of original content has also recently said that there's definitely a possibility of developing a TV show set in the Harry Potter franchise. Now, you're probably wondering how they plan on adding to the story, considering how the movies already wrapped everything up. So what could a Harry Potter show be about? The Fantastic Beasts movies have already explored past events set before the time of Harry's adventures in the wizarding world, so it's entirely possible for a potential TV series to feature future events, maybe ones that'll ultimately tie the last movie to the Cursed Child. I think that a series like that could focus on the events following Deathly Hallows Part 2, leading to the epilogue. But again, the main challenge here will be getting the main cast on board. We already know that Rupert Grint and Emma Watson would be down, just need a solid answer from Radcliffe. On the flip side though, if they can't get him to come back, maybe they'll go in a whole new direction. In that case, the series could explore other aspects of the world that aren't tied to Harry and the main cast. Maybe it could focus on the origins of Hogwarts, or maybe even fast forward to the future with completely new characters and stories. The possibilities are endless. It may not be entirely clear what the next few years hold for the franchise, but it appears as if the wizarding world is going to be a pretty important part of the entertainment landscape moving forward. But why the sudden interest in bringing back something that's been revisited way too many times already? Zaslav didn't shy away from the truth when addressing that. The CEO remarked that Warner Bros. Has a vested interest in franchises because of their popularity. It's as simple as that. Give the people more of what they want. Zaslav added that they were going to be focusing on continuing to work on movies that are part of franchises that are loved everywhere in the world. Of course, Harry Potter is at the top of that list, because when you've got yourself a franchise movie, you can make 2 to 3 times the amount of money you can make in the US, all because you get a slot. These are all words straight from Zaslav's mouth, and he's not wrong. That's why you've got all these spin-offs coming out recently. The Rings of Power, Wednesday, House of the Dragon, it's a lengthy list. As for Harry Potter though, let's just hope what's coming is better than Fantastic Beasts. That was all on what Warner Bros. Has had to say about the future of the Harry Potter franchise.